Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. I hope you guys are having a good day. We have got such mild weather out there. It's unbelievable. I can't even believe it's Christmas time, to be quite frank. We have no snow. It looks like it's spring outside. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm not complaining though. In all honesty, I actually like it. I wouldn't mind a little snow on Christmas Day though. I can handle that. And then it can go away the day afterwards. All right, so now onto the cards. Here we go. I would like to find out about Charles for starters. Is he going to go easy on Harry with the book? It is rumored that he very well may just put retractions out on Harry's comments and on the book, but not full-blown lawsuit, which I could see him doing that, just putting out retractions, given that they are aware of Harry's mental health. He's not well. They've been hiding it for years. I think he is a suicide risk, and they will have to, unfortunately, deal with that. And so as a more healthy functioning mind, I would think that Charles would take that into account. It's probably something that may have been advised, maybe, maybe not, but we're going to find out. I did get the tower crashing card. So yes, this is my double major, so I will be flipping them into the upright position when I am ready. Decide to pull here. And what else? I want to find out also, is Markle going to start love bombing the royals since her life is falling apart? And she's in a really bad place right now. Her Ellen show didn't go well. She wanted to be relatable. That was a massive fail. She's just being mocked publicly all across social media. What else? She got mocked for trying to call politicians. She got mocked for wearing red in New York. That didn't go well, getting turned down from that. So every maneuver she's made recently has fallen backwards, has all just been basically egg on her face. And so she's kind of in a low point right now. That's why we aren't hearing anything from her. I would say it's a narcissist fallout for herself. You know, they do go through that period where they can't get out of bed. For some of them, I knew one. I will keep mentioning her, from California. She could go on and she would be in bed for a couple months actually. Her NARC collapse, they call it a NARC collapse, could last weeks and weeks and weeks, and get to the point where she would be so malnourished even, to where she could barely get herself into the bathroom to go to the bathroom. That's how bad she would get. Of course, she did have, I think, some other issues like borderline along with her narcissism, also histrionic. She had other comorbidities with her mental health, so that probably compounded it. So Markle's may not be quite as long, but it is a narcissist collapse. That is what is happening with Markle right now. I don't even need to pull my cards on it. I know she is because of her silence. When she doesn't want to be seen, and she's at four of Swords card, is what she is right now. She is at Four of Swords. So she's having a narc collapse. So let's find out about Charles, and going easy on Harry. Charles going easy on Harry, and then I will find out if she is going to love bomb the royals and try and, persuade her way and get her way, slither back in essence. Don't think they would allow her to slither back in, but you know what? Given her pathology, that is exactly what they would do next. That would be the next maneuver of someone with her pathology. So once you know one, you know them all, is what I say. It's like, it's crazy. It's like they all work from the same playbook. And the traits and the symptoms and the patterns are all the same. So once you know one, you know them all. Here we go. So Charles. What is Charles going to do with Harry? What is Charles going to do with Harry? Okay, I'm ready to cut. I know some of them flipped over, but that is okay. And then I'm going to turn them into the right position because this is my dual major, which they all have to be flipped upright. So here we go. The very first card here is a Hangman. So yes, he is thinking of self-sacrificing himself. Yikes, yes, and take a new perspective. No, wait a minute. Whoopsie. Bad. This is the reversal position. Yes. Just because it's a hangman doesn't mean it's upright, Andrea. Okay, Andy, here we go. So the hangman is in the reverse position, so that is the selfish position. He is thinking about what he needs to say and do. He has decided what he's going to do, and that is to not self-sacrifice himself. The hangman tends to be that person who wants to take a new perspective. But I don't see him taking a new perspective. I think he's already decided what he's going to do. So he's not going to fully self-sacrifice himself and allow Harry to walk all over him. But he is going to take a little bit of a selfish move, which would be retraction and defending himself, I would think. And what else can I say about this? The deep reflection has already been done. He's already reflected on this. And he's not going to pause too much. This is a pausing card when it's in the upright. So he's not going to pause. He's going to react pretty quickly and in a defensive way. So with the hangman in this position, you're dealing with, it's a traitor. It's a traitor position. And it's total clarity. And so he is going to basically be a traitor against his own son's words. So what Harry says, he's going to fly back at him and take the selfish position, which is self-defensive. And if you're going to be a traitor against me, I'm going to be a traitor against you. So it will be a tit for tat energy, basically, is what I'm getting here. It is a tit for tat. You say this, well, I'm going to say that. So he's going to definitely retract him. He's not going to allow him to, he's not going to self-sacrifice himself and just sit there and do nothing, in essence. He's not going to take it. He's just not going to take it. He does have clarity. So that is the first position. And then I'm going to pull the rest of them here. And I've got to remember to flip them. Yes, I do. Here we go. So the main focal point here is the Queen of Swords. So he will be doing it to protect the Queen, in essence. And it will be her direction saying, yes, Charles, speak out. With the Queen of Swords, this is the Lady of the Snow type card. She's very cool and logical, and the emotions are shoved aside. They are shoved aside. So she's going to be like, okay, speak up. You know, and he's going to be like, okay. So the challenging position, the devil. Yeah, there you go. That would be Harry and Meghan, trying to ensnare them, trying to get them chained to their storyline, their narratives, their ways. This is an entanglement. They're trying for that entanglement, you know, get them into their own wars they create, their own dramas they create. This is an entanglement, keep you in the web. They want to keep them in the web of their deceit, their storyline, their narratives, all the drama, trying to keep them in the drama. And they want to get out of the drama, so that's why it's in the challenging position. They want out of that drama that they create. And so that's why the Queen's going to be like, okay, now it's time to do the retraction, Charles. So Charles is going to do the retraction. The hidden energy is the Judgment. Yeah, the Judgment is in the hidden energy. This is what's going on behind the scenes. And the Judgment is in reverse. So this is, you know, having a lot of self-doubt and inner critic, wanting to wave your white flag and say, uncle, uncle. But the Judgment also is about, you know, reaping what you sow. All Judgment cards about reaping what you sow. It is taking a wrong and making it right. It's having a major wake-up call. So this has been a major wake-up call about Harry and Meghan doing these kinds of things. They want to give up, but I don't see them doing it. This is not something they're going to do. They have a lot of self-criticism that they're doing on themselves. They're just, what do we do? How do we handle this? You know, how do we get out? You know, how do we do? So there's just this lot of self-doubt because they've never dealt with this kind of situation before. So they're not sure how to handle him. And I think it's because the self-doubt comes because Harry is so unwell and he's entangled with her and she's in control of him. And how do you get around that? How do you get around that? So I think that's where that self-doubt and inner critic comes from, is because you're dealing with a very, very toxic female who's pulling the strings of Harry. So that's where the self-doubt and inner critic comes from. I don't think it's self-doubt and inner critic necessarily for themselves. It's how do we work around the situation that he's being pulled like a puppet, in essence. So that's where the drama and the upheaval emotionally comes from, about wanting just to wave your white flag and say, Uncle, he's just a lost cause. We can't save him. We can't rescue him. And that's how they do feel. They feel like waving the white flag and just saying, Uncle, he's so far gone. He's so far gone down the rabbit hole with her. We cannot save him. I mean, they really are in a mood to give up on him completely with that judgment in reverse. They want to wave that white flag. As you can see, that bird, that you could see the angel with the white flag. They do want to wave the white flag and just say, we give up. Here we go. The next card here, the Hierophant. Yes, Queen Elizabeth card here. So the Queen Elizabeth is going to be the one to be calling the shots on the retractions. She will be doing it. Justice, truth, guidance, sacred truth. And then we have here, and then it'll be Charles doing the Knight of Swords here. Charles will be the one who's going to have to speak out against Harry and be that Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is basically the courageous warrior card confronting the injustice. So he is going to have to be a little bit on the very assertive side, make a decision, and he's going to have to just do it. Just do it with that energy. All knights are just do it. Just do it with my words. And I'm going to, if I have to be a little cruel and nasty to balance out the scale here, I'm going to do it. And that's really what he's going to end up doing. He's going to get kind of sharp in his retractions. Very, very sharp in his retractions in regards to Harry. I'm going to try and get this so that you can see the cards. There we go. So there it is for you to see if you want to look at them. There you go. So you can see that. I'm going to pull these now. Okay. Seventh position is the decision in the situation is Harry the Hermit. There he is. This is about Harry. Harry is loneliness, isolation. He is weak. He's been brought down and he's cracked and he is a broken individual. Literally broken. It's a hermit in reverse. And as you could see, the earth behind him is completely cracked. His whole world is falling apart. So this is why I think he's going to retract. I do think they are going to retract because he's so broken. He's a broken individual. And that is the Harry card. The next card, external pressure. The external pressure is going to be the Queen of Cups. This is going to be Markle. She's not a loving, nurturing energy. She is going to play pity. She is smothering. She's got addiction issues, and she's very insecure. And she doesn't nurture the marriage, the relationship. She doesn't nurture anybody. She's going to play pity. And so she's going to, this is part of the situation with the external pressures, is Markle's going to come back and play pity. Poor pity me. Look at us. They're bullying us. They're retracting what we say, and they're bullying us. They're bullying our book, and they can't face the truth. So she's going to play pity about Charles' retractions. And there we go. We've got Charles trying to hold still. This is the inner emotions of Charles. He's going to have to keep his energy high, his vibration high. He's going to have to be the master of tolerance and empathy. So I would say with the tolerance and empathy, with this being the upright, he's going to be very empathetic to the fact that Harry is a completely broken individual. He's a completely broken individual. So I say yes to the retraction. He's not going to do a full lawsuit. It's going to be just a retraction, 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 retraction. Markle's going to come out and say, he's bullying us. Look at them. They can't leave us alone. We're trying to leave a private life. We're trying to do our best. We are trying. We're trying. It's always, we're trying, we're trying. That's how the narcissists are when they fail. When they're in the reverse position, they play pity. And now you are bullying me. Even though they created the storyline, they all of a sudden turn into the poor pity me card. So she's going to do that. He's going to have to stay totally tolerance and empathy for his broken son. And the final outcome will be, it's going to be a tower crashing moment. It's going to tear everyone down. Nobody's going to win here. Everybody comes down. It's like coming out of a fiery building here. The kitchen's going to get hot, you guys. It's going to get real hot when this book comes out. And as you can see, the crown's falling off the building. It's going to feel like lightning strikes are hitting them, one after another after another. It's going to be retraction after retraction after retraction. Just putting one fire out after another. So that is what the outcome's going to be. And the final that highlights this whole situation is Markle is not nurturing. She's not nurturing energy. She's not birthing anything new. The only thing she's going to be birthing in the future, you guys, is playing pity and saying, look at them. They're bullying us again. Look at them. Look at them. So it's going to be the whole pity party is the only thing she's going to be birthing, because she does not have anything on the table. Nobody wants her. She's at a narcissist collapse. She's going to probably likely stay collapsed for quite some time, given this card is highlighting the whole spread. I'm going to say she's going to be in this narc collapse position for quite some time. So I was going to ask, is Markle going to love bomb the family? That's going to be my next spread I throw. I would say yes, because she's not going to be birthing anything new, and she doesn't have that nurturing energy, and nobody wants her. The public has made a decision, and it's not in her favor. So I say she's going to be in a narcissist collapse position for quite some time. Quite some time. It's not going to go away anytime soon. I think she's going to be in a really bad mindset for quite some time. This is probably going to go on for many months. Then I don't see weeks being that card coming out. It's going to be, she's going to be in a real pity party for a long time. It was already there to begin with, but it's going to be absolutely magnified now. We thought we saw it bad before. Oh, wait till she's going to really play pity. And she's probably going to beg and play pity about her childhood and how, deranged it was or whatever. She's going to come out with any storyline to compensate why she is the way she is. And that is part of the pity play, is I can't help myself. It's because of this, and it's because of that, why I hurt people. So she's going to play some major mind games. That is usually what they do next, is try to make sense of why they are toxic to people. That's not wanting to take full accountability. It's trying to get people to have empathy towards them, and then they use that to weaponize against them. And so it is a weapon of destruction for the narcissist, and getting your empathy is the whole key to unlocking things into their favor. Your empathy is to their benefit. So she's going to definitely try that. I have no doubt about that. That is not the cards. That is just basic psychology. So anyways, here we go. Let's find out. Markle, will she love bomb the family? Will she be love bombing the family? Will she be love bombing the family? Will she be love bombing the family? Is she going to love bomb the family? Is Markle going to love bomb the family? Is she going to love bomb the family? Is she going to love bomb the family? Is she going to love bomb the family? Okay, first card here, we have King of Cups in reverse. So for starters, Charles isn't going to like the idea of it, since we are talking about Charles primarily here, and Harry and Meghan. So with the King of Cups in reverse, it's emotional manipulation here. So I would say that Charles is going to have his head down going, oh, geez. I don't see him as the emotional manipulator, but she's going to paint him as an emotional manipulator. For starters, that is what she's going to do, is she's going to paint Charles as the emotional manipulator for going against the book and retracting everything. So, but I could see Charles putting his head down, is how I feel about this, and just going, oh, Jesus, This to me is like the, oh, Jesus, I can't believe I have to see this and hear this, and not this, here we go again, is how I feel about it from his side. But from Markle's side, I see her saying, see what an emotional manipulator he is. So she's going to play off that to take him down further, is what she's going to attempt to do. That one here. Whoop. And that one. Here we go. And the final outcome of the spread, she's going to try and come out like the strong one. She wants everyone to think, see, I'm the strong one here. I can contain myself. I can contain myself. So that is what she's going to try and do. The focal point here is the Magician in reverse. So she's going to try and paint them as not being able to manifest what they want, that they are about untapped talent, lies, deception. The Magician in reverse is the person who cannot take what they want in life and make it happen. They cannot manifest anything. So she's going to focus on that. Well, they couldn't get Harry to do what they wanted. Harry wouldn't go along with them. They're saying that Harry has untapped talent. They could say that. She could say that as well. They tried working their magic on Harry, and it didn't work. They failed. They failed at getting him to go along with them. He's not one of them. What else can she say? They cannot turn their vision into reality. They're losing. They're expert liars. They are, they're total manipulation and poor planning. So she's going to attack them, saying that they're incapable. In essence, they have a lot of, they're just not capable of, they weren't capable of keeping Harry tied into them. Harry, they lost Harry because they just couldn't make it work, and they tried to lie him and manipulate him into believing their ways, into staying in the family. They were untapped talent in doing so. Hidden energy. The devil. This is her. Yep, but it's a devil in reverse. So this is them exploring dark thoughts with each other. They've actually turned their back on each other. Harry and Meghan are not totally tied to each other at this point in time. The chains are breaking. Those chains are breaking. She's losing control over Harry, and Harry's starting to wake up. But they're exploring dark thoughts. And she does not have him fully under control like she would like him to be. She's losing control over Harry, and the fire between them is starting to go out in terms of that entanglement, and she is losing her grip. She's losing her grip. And she's losing grip over Charles as well. She's losing grip over her influence over the family and taking them down to raise herself up, as well as Harry. So they're losing their grip on the family. They're big time losing their grip on the family. And so this retraction idea is a really good idea. It's a really good idea. The challenging position here is she's unhappy. This is the reversal of the sun, and they're not seeding any new situations. They're not seeding business. They're not seeding anything. Everything's dying. Everything they touch is dying. Everything's falling off and dying. And they're not joyous. They're not happy. And so that is the challenging position. They have to fake it. And they're losing their grip on each other. They're losing their grip on their narrative. They're losing their grip on every storyline they put out there. And for the future, what's going to influence the future is the Page of Swords. So it's looking. This is the going to war. This is that messenger card. They're going to keep trying to put out messages. And they're going to do it in a negative, more than likely negative, very defensive. They're going to be very defensive in Charles' retractions and Queen ordering the retractions. They're going to play defensive measures when it comes to it. They're going to be very defensive. Then the near future for them is it's just going to completely crack open any level of stability they have is going to be completely lost. It's going to completely sever the relationship even further. It's going to split them in two, where there may be absolutely no recovery whatsoever. And this is a total breaking of the cycle. There is no good luck with this card. It is completely bad luck. So more bad luck coming Markle's way and Harry's way. The decision in the situation is Markle's going to try and manifest and make things happen. She's going to create a lot of illusions. The illusion we are happy. She's going to try and reverse these cards, say, oh no, we are super happy. We are entangled and madly in love. We can make anything happen that we want to have happen Our world is solid, whole. We are complete. We are of one and likeness. We're not defensive. We are love. We have high emotions. So she's going to take this and she's going to flip all these cards. She's just going to verbally flip it and pretend that whatever we see here is not what's happening. It's going to be a complete reversal of what we see on the table. Then we have here the external pressure is the Hangman in reverse. They're going to take the selfish route. They're going to take the selfish route. And the inner emotions is, yeah, she's going to play, we are in love. We are duality. We are oneness. So she's going to try and recapture that. So we are oneness. So what's she going to do? Is she going to love bomb the family? It's looking like she's just going to, so far, yeah, her inner emotions is she's going to try to become oneness with them because everything's fallen apart. But she's still got that in the future of being very defensive. So whatever she attempts with them, I don't see it happening out, because as long as she's got that sword up, they're gonna keep their sword up. So she is gonna try and aim for lovers, union, duality with the family. But she's still got the selfish energy and she's gonna try and manifest it. So yeah, she's gonna try and manifest it. See, even I lost track of my question here. So yeah, she is gonna try and take the selfish route and manifesting the loving oneness, duality with the family. Oh, I'm a strong individual. I can tame and control myself from within if I'm in the family again. If you take me back, I will control myself. So yes, but it's based on her completely falling apart, losing Harry. They're not chained together. She's losing Harry's grip because Harry's so broken. He's that hermit in reverse. Maybe the only way to save her own skin is to save Harry's skin and getting him back in the fold. And they are falling apart. So it's looking like she's going to make an attempt based on the magician, based on this duality here with her inner emotions, and not self-sacrificing herself, but taking the selfish route in terms of not really willing to do it, not really wanting to do it, because she's still got the sword up, and we still got devil energy on the table. And the fact that it's really the selfish route is because she's failed. She's failed. I'm a failure. So what's my next backup plan? I got to get back in. So that's why I think we see the selfish position here is she knows she's completely failed at everything she's attempted. Complete total failure. And that's why she's in this narcissistic collapse. And now her fallback plan is to get back in the fold, I think. For Harry's sake, because she's losing Harry. And if she doesn't get him in the fold because he secretly has been wanting to go back. She knows that. I've gotten that in the cards, that he wants to go back. She's denied him that and denied and denied and denied till the point where they are completely broken to the part of complete splitting. Now she's saying, Uncle, I guess I got to get him back in the fold, is what this is reading. The final outcome, Queen of Wands. Yep, she's going to try and make it happen. She's going to try and be the rising phoenix and get back in the family. She wants the spotlight. She wants the limitless potential. So yes, I would say she is going to try and do it, and she's going to try and love bomb with the fact that I can control myself from within now. And she's probably going to play pity, because she plays the pity card. She's going to make lots of reasons as to why she did what she did. But really it's all about because she massively failed. And she's losing her grip on Harry. And they are going their separate ways in business. If you don't notice, apparently that has leaked out that they have gone their separate ways in terms of business. And that could be leading to the fact that she knows Harry and her are losing each other. They have turned their back on each other, is what that is about. So I'm going to probably do that one tomorrow because this video is long enough. So tomorrow I think I'm going to go a little bit further into this read and pull some cards on them going about their professional business life separately. That really speaks volumes about that devil in reverse with them turning their back on each other. And then the previous one, the challenging position with her maintaining him with the devil upright being entangled and chained together. So she's losing her grip on Harry now, and so she's sort of frantically trying to figure out a plan of action. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like and subscribe. Until next time. Bye, you guys.